If you are watching today's episode, that means that the $78 billion bipartisan tax bill was just passed. And this is a major win for Americans everywhere, but especially my business owners. What's up, family? Welcome back to another episode of Tax Free Living, where I teach entrepreneurs just like you how to live tax free. So make sure you watch this episode to the end so that you can see why and how you're going to receive a major tax refund in 2024. Hit that subscribe button. We want to keep these videos going, and I want to make sure I'm here for you all 2024. And the more people I can reach, the more people I can teach. Okay, so what is this new tax bill all about? In my opinion, going to be the biggest tax bill change since the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act back in 2017 when Trump was elected for president, right? It has some major wins for typical Americans, but it has some major wins for business owners. So I'm going to go over the three most important changes that I think that everybody can benefit, and we will go from there. Major change number one is we would temporarily get to expense our research and development for our businesses in the year that we incur them. Okay, so before this bill was passed, if you spent money researching and doing research and development domestically, doing domestic research and development for your business, you had to amortize that expense over 5 years. So if you spend $100,000, you don't get that $100,000 tax deduction for R&D. You have to expense that over the next 5 years, which obviously will lower your amount of tax deductions, which increases your tax bill, right? But now that this bill is passed, you're going to be able to expense 100% of domestic research and development for your business. And again, in my opinion, this is major. And if this is passed, it will retroactively work for 2023, and it'll work for 2024, and it'll work for 2025. So this is going to apply for the next 2 years and retroactively for the year prior. So if you spent a lot of money in research and development and you thought you were going to have to expense that and take it over 5 years, congratulations, you're able to write it off in the year that you spent the money, which is going to be a major tax deduction for your business. The second major tax change is going to be the updates that they are making to the child tax credit. Now, let's face it, a lot of Americans depend on the child tax credit because it is a refundable tax credit. And in case you didn't know what a refundable tax credit means, if you owe $0 in taxes and you get the child tax credit, they will actually refund you money, right? So the reason that the child tax credit is so important to most Americans is because it puts actual dollars back in their pocket. So recently, the child tax credit was drastically modified, and as of 2023, before this tax bill was passed, you were only going to be able to take $1,600 worth of child tax credit, which honestly is not a lot, especially considering the inflation that we've recently experienced in America. Now that this new bill is passed, we're going to see a $1,800 child tax credit for 2023, a $1,900 child tax credit for 2024, and a $2,000 child tax credit for 2025. So every year is going to increase by $100, which if you have multiple kids, it could be a lot more money back in your pocket over time. So that is the second major change from this new tax bill. Now, if you all know me, you know I save the best for last, okay? So the third major change is 100% bonus depreciation for 2023, for 2024, and for 2025. This is so big because this is going to put hundreds of thousands of dollars back in business owners' pocket across America, right? It could potentially put tens of thousands of dollars back in your pocket if you leverage it properly. So what does bonus depreciation mean and how do we leverage it, right? So back in the good old days, right, in 2022, if you had a business and you were to purchase a piece of equipment, let's say a vehicle for your business, and that vehicle weighed over 6,000 pounds, you would be able to write off 100% of the value of the vehicle, even if you financed it, right? But what ended up happening is in 2023, they lowered the deduction to 80%. In 2024, they were going to lower the deduction to 60%. So think about that. If you bought a $100,000 vehicle and it weighs over 6,000 pounds, you will only be able to get a $60,000 tax deduction. But now that it's back at 100%, if you finance a $100,000 vehicle for your business, you get to write off $100,000, 100% of the cost of the vehicle against your business income. And it doesn't just work for vehicles. It is really going to help real estate investors, right? If you leverage purchasing a building and doing a cost segregation study, which will allow you to write off about 30% of the cost of the building the year that you purchase it, you now get to take 100% of that deduction. So if you bought $1 million property, did a cost seg, before the rule, you would have $300,000 of depreciation, but then you will only get 60% of that, right? So, but now, now with this new bill being passed, you will get that $300,000 tax deduction for purchasing the real estate. So my real estate investors out there, my business owners purchasing vehicles, my business owners purchasing equipment, this is gonna, one, stimulate the economy by a lot, because now it's gonna promote spending, right? And when you promote spending, it can usually decrease inflation, which would be great for everybody, right? So if you're a business owner and you spent a lot of money on equipment in your business, this is going to substantially change your tax bill. And in my opinion, it's going to lead to tens of thousands of dollars in tax refunds. But these are the big three, right? Writing off 100% of your domestic R&D, the child tax credit increasing, and we get to go back to the good old days of 100% bonus depreciation, baby. Feels good to be a business owner. Feels great. So if you like this video, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and please tune in to future videos. I'm excited. I'm gonna be paying substantially less in taxes. Let me know in the comments if this video helped. Let me know if you all have any questions about this new tax law. I could break it down further if you want me to. But other than that, I'll see you all on the next video. Peace. Tax changes